The Rugby League world took notice when Wayde Egan tore the Rabbitohs apart in NRL Round 5, but in reality, he's been just as influential to this Warriors attack for the best part of 18 months now. He only spends half a second or so on the ball, but the little things Wayde Egan's doing around the ruck is what's allowing Tohu Harris and Shaun Johnson to play over the advantage line at a retreating or stressed defence. Seeing the lead up to Rocco Berry's try in NRL Round 5, Wayde knows exactly who he's trying to get at in the line and where to position his playmaker to throw the try-assist pass. The little leans and movements that he does out of dummy half gets the interest of the markers and the A defenders. You can see Cody Walker here leaning in before turning out on that lead runner, just because of the way that Wade's able to sneak out from behind the ruck. In this instance, Cam Murray does a really good job to get inside pressure, which releases Cody and Jacob Host just that half a step earlier. You can see Shaun Johnson plays out the back in this instance, given that Rocco Berry's lead line's pretty well covered by Cody Walker here. The Wires reset back to the middle, and it only takes them one more settler for Wade to pick his spot. This time, sneaks out from around the ruck. Damien Cook doesn't offer a lot of pressure from the inside, which allows Wade to just lean forward like half a metre and bring Mitch Barnett's lead decoy onto the ball. That sits Jacob Host on his heels, which sits Cody Walker on his heels. By the time the ball gets to SJ, that space is opened up for Rocco to slice through on Jack Whiten's inside. Brilliant footy from the Wires. Wade knowing exactly where to get at or who to get at and executing the play. Some footy fans might remember that little no-look pass that Wade used to use probably a little too often earlier in his career, but on the back of some good coaching at the Warriors, he's picking his moments and he's actually using it to create some advantage or a little bit extra space around the ruck. This is a really nice little example. You can see Tallis Duncan at first marker here. He follows Wade's eyes. Wade actually looks out to the left. It plants Tallis's feet, which allows Tohu to get just that little further step in behind the ruck. Fold Kepi in towards the ball. Host does the same. And Jastavanga is able to get at Cody Walker, win the tackle and generate a little bit of ruck speed. That's the difference between Wade just picking it up and passing it off the ground to Tohu here, or using that little bit of deception and looking one way and throwing the other. Here's another nice example in yardage. Again, manipulating the first marker. Jacob Host it is here. Instead of sliding to shut the gates and follow the pass, just checks Wayde Egan just for half a step, which allows Jazz Tavanga to sneak in behind the ruck with that angling run, find his front, generate a quick play the ball. And with both markers gone, talking about Wade's ruck recognition, he doesn't post a heap of running meters, but he's picking his moments really nicely. In this case, both markers are on the ground, which is a clear indication to run. Dummying, we'll see in the next example as well. Wade's not particularly quick off the mark, but he's got craft on the ball, and he's using that ball in two hands out the front, shaping the different options around him. The Warriors giving him some really nice support through the middle of the field as well. Finds his front here, doesn't muck about, gets a quick play of the ball. He knows it's fifth tackle, and Shaun Johnson's able to get a good fifth tackle option away. Talk about Wade picking his moments. Well, he did just that in the lead up to Shaun Johnson's second try. Again, identifying a marker out of position and taking his opportunities. Jazz Tavanga gets the attention of Keon just long enough for Wade to bounce back the other way. And he finds Sean Kepi, who was made a target by Egan and the Warriors' attack in round 5. Wade knows he's got Kepi for lateral movement. He's got Tamate pushing up around him, so he shapes, dummies the pass and then goes through himself. Lovely bit of skill to find Martin in the backfield, and Shaun Johnson scores his second. The main reason I wanted to talk about Wayde Egan and the Wars this week, though, was, of course, that lovely little shape they used in the lead up to Shaun Johnson's first try. And we saw them play to similar principles earlier in the half and almost score through Adam Fanua-Blake. Sean Kepi was the target, again positioning him at A defender, and the principle was that if Wade can hold up the markers, they can move Kepi either in or out to create the space for the target man to slice through. You can see here, Mitch Barnett's just a regulation block shape here. Barnett as the lead runner and Fanua swinging around the back. Wade can't really jump out from behind the ruck. He gets good marker pressure here, which allows Kepi to slide out and help Cody make the tackle. Not to be dissuaded, though, they nailed it in the lead up to Johnson's try. You can see Egan get the play the ball that he wants here, jumps out from behind the ruck, and there's very little pressure from the markers. Both are retreating, which allows Wade to spend that little extra half a second on the ball. He's got Tohu pushing up nice and close in what appears to be the same line Mitch Barnett ran in that previous action. Only this time, Tohu bounces out, which drags Kepi out as well. Wayde straightens up. No look pass again, which just sits Damien Cook on his heels again, just for that fraction of a second, which is enough for Nickel Cookstar to slice through, find Johnson on support. The Warriors execute what was, I have to say, the best try of NRL Round 5. I love what Wayde Egan's doing in this Warriors attack. We talk about the influence of guys like Reece Walsh at Brisbane or Nathan Cleary at the Penrith Panthers. Wade's probably not in that tier yet, but he is so important to this Warriors attack. His ability to get Shaun Johnson into positive areas on the field and the way that he's combining with his forwards through the middle. Ominous signs for the New Zealand Warriors to kick off the 2024 season.